she at? Move. Where's she at? Back here? Move. Okay. We need you to come out here with us.
I can't. That's my baby.
El 5 de diciembre de 2023 in Edna, Texas. The police entered the apartment, and in the bathroom, they saw a scene they would never forget. A 16-year-old girl lying motionless in the bathtub. But the most chilling thing wasn't the death itself, but what the killer did afterward to cover their tracks. And then, 4 days later, the deceased's phone suddenly replied to a text message. Elizabeth Medina, 16, is an energetic high school student and a member of the Edna High School cheerleading team. In the eyes of her friends, Elizabeth is an angel who is always closely attached to her mother. That day, Elizabeth was supposed to be in the Christmas parade, but she never showed up. Jacqueline waited until the parade had passed, called and texted her daughter, but received no reply, so she rushed home. The apartment door was unlocked. Inside, it was eerily silent. Jacqueline walked through each room, calling out her daughter's name. Then, she opened the bathroom door. Elizabeth lay there, her body cold with a stab wound in her stomach. A desperate cry for help rang out, and Jacqueline immediately dialed 911.
Sheriff's Office, location and emergency.
Please come to my house.
What's your address? Okay, what's going on?
My daughter's dead. My daughter's dead.
Okay, ma'am, how old is your daughter?
She's 15. She's 16. Please help.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God, no. No.
Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Move. Where's she at? Back here? Move. Okay. We need you to come out here with us.
I can't. That's my baby.
I understand.
That's my baby.
We need to talk to you and find out what was going on.
That wound on her stomach?
It's a stab wound.
Yeah.
Correct.
You see any knives or anything in there?
No, it's a homicide.
Yeah. Detain everybody outside. Okay.
It's a homicide.
In handcuffs.
It's okay.
It's a homicide. Yeah, that's a stab wound. 16-year-old female, approximate stab wounds to the chest. It's a homicide at this point. When you got here, nobody was here.
Nobody was here.
Nobody at all.
No, I walked in and I looked in her room and I was yelling her name like, Liz, where are you? And then I went in my room and I was sitting on the bed just calling their friends and calling people and nobody could tell me. I called the coach and she said she hasn't seen her all day. And I was like, okay, well, that doesn't seem like that's her. She would have called me if she was feeling sick. She would have texted me. She hasn't called or texted me all day. Her phone kept going to voicemail. And then I went into the restroom and I found her.
Outside the apartment, Elizabeth's two closest friends and her boyfriend were waiting anxiously. They had followed Jacqueline Medina back from the Christmas parade, hoping to help find Elizabeth. But no one expected they were about to face a horrifying truth.
Okay.
Do you know who notified her boyfriend that something happened? He's outside, right?
Yeah, the kids were out here.
They're already there.
Yeah, because I called them. I was like, I need to go find Liz because I can't find her, and they know where she's at all times. They have a 360 app. So I was like, we need to go find her, and they showed up.
See if you can get the boy, because we don't know where the phone's at, but we can at least get a last location of the phone on that 360.
Okay.
An officer approached Elizabeth's boyfriend and quickly learned that he had been worried for some time. Elizabeth hadn't been to school that day and hadn't replied to any of his messages. Sensing something was wrong, he opened the Life 360 app they both used to check her location. But strangely, the app didn't show Elizabeth as being at home.
You see her location. Okay, was 1017 today. County Road 406. Hold on, let me talk to you. at 10:17 a.m. It shows her location on County Road 406, and it's not here. Okay. And that, hey, that was at 10:17 a.m. today. He messaged her at 7 something in the morning to no response, and then he messaged her at 11:13 with no response. Okay. So she's been here for a while. So that 10:17 mark on that 360 app, we need to go try to find it.
Hoping that Elizabeth's last signal from her phone might lead them to the killer, the officers sped off. They quickly left the apartment complex and rushed to the newly identified location, a house less than half a mile away. If the killer had ever been there, this could be their first clue to tracking down the murderer of the 6-year-old girl.
Police! Police! Go in here, watch. Ready? Go. Police! Hold the hallway. Open the door. Police! Hey. Come in here. Come in here. Look at what's in the closet. Okay. We need to find out if that's his or what. Moving out. We're gonna go across. Straight across. Police! Watch behind you. Watch behind that door behind you. Watch your six. Watch your six. Clearing. Clearing. One more.
Returning to the apartment, the police officers entered and examined the crime scene. They discovered Elizabeth had been brutally stabbed multiple times.
Oh, hold on. Dang it. We gotta take more pictures. I got more stab wounds on her shirt. Her shirt's torn the hell up. A lot of stab wounds. And her shirt's completely torn up with stab wounds.
And she's wet.
She's soaking wet. In her left hand, we also found that religious bracelet. Has this very Catholic saint on it. The whole area in the lower bottom part of the shower curtain is covered in blood too. Is she on the shower curtain? She was not on the shower curtain. Shower curtain was hanging out. It's like she got rolled into the tub. There's constant smears from the top crease all the way down to where she lays.
However, one detail chilled the investigators. There wasn't much blood in the apartment, and the victim's body was soaking wet. The killer had calmly placed her in the bathtub, turned on the shower to wash away any DNA evidence before leaving. A crucial clue then came from the neighbor living on the floor above.
Stairs had to occur between 10 in the morning and noon. And I want to say it was closer to 10 and 11 because I heard in this area a very loud crash, almost like, I don't know if something was falling or what the sound actually was, but I assumed my very active child had knocked something over in the house. So I jumped up out of the bed. Were you able to?
I think so.
Okay. I jumped up out of the bed. I ran through my house to see nothing had been disturbed in my house. On my way back into my bedroom, I heard another crash in this same area. When I got back into my bedroom, I heard the shower in the master bedroom. I did not hear any screaming. My dog, as you see, he's super alert. He didn't do any random barking. Like, he hears the slightest dogs walking through, he normally goes off.
How long would you say the shower was on?
Maybe about 15, no more than 20 minutes, because I then got up and showered myself before I left, and before I left to walk the dog.
Tell me about your cameras.
Okay, so I have a camera on my balcony facing my car. The little blue Fiat out there is my car. So it faces that way. It shows people walking by. It shows vehicles going by.
Before we came?
It's the entire day. I have a SD card in the camera, and you guys are welcome to it, or I can send whatever.
Can we go ahead and get that?
Absolutely.
And we can copy whatever and just give it back.
According to the woman's testimony, at around 10 a.m., she suddenly heard two very loud crashing sounds coming from the apartment below, like something being violently thrown to the floor. Initially, she thought it was just normal household noise and didn't pay much attention. But just seconds later, she heard the shower in the bathroom turn on and water start running. This detail immediately caught the investigators' attention, as the timing matched almost exactly with Elizabeth's phone data, suggesting the attack likely occurred in broad daylight, when everything around was completely normal. While continuing to gather information, the investigators turned to Elizabeth's mother, Jacqueline Medina. It was during this conversation that a seemingly minor detail unexpectedly emerged, and it quickly captured the police's attention. This clue could be the first sign leading them to the person who murdered Elizabeth.
Door locked?
No, it wasn't locked. It wasn't locked because I just walked right in.
Is that uncommon for it to be unlocked, or do you always have it locked?
I always have it locked since they robbed us.
And how long ago did y'all?
A couple of weeks ago, they robbed us. They took my watch. They took a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know if maybe that's what they were trying to do when they came in, or I don't know. I don't know if there's anything missing. I was worried sick because her friends were here. Nobody has seen her. Nobody has talked to her. So that worried me because they're her best friends.
Was there people?
When you were robbed, did you report it? Okay. How long ago was that?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Maybe 3 weeks ago.
Do you know the people who are involved? Can you identify them?
No, I don't know anybody because we weren't here with
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we weren't here. But there was just petty taken. They didn't take the TV. They took her projector. They took my watch. They took just petty.
Okay.
On December 7th, detectives reviewing security camera footage from the area discovered a mysterious man running out of the building at the exact time of the incident. He climbed into a silver Ford Taurus and disappeared. This footage was widely circulated in the media, but the identity of the perpetrator remained unknown. For the next 4 days, police relentlessly questioned Elizabeth's friends, relatives, and acquaintances, and received numerous tips from Crime Stoppers, but all leads proved fruitless. Then, on December 9th, at Elizabeth's memorial service, Texas Ranger Brant Johnston overheard her boyfriend and best friend saying they had just received a text message from Elizabeth's phone, even though she had been dead for 4 days. Realizing this might be a breakthrough, he immediately took them to the police station for clarification.
Well, you said a couple days ago.
Yeah.
You had called. And
Called her, was it Tuesday night after everything had happened? And it went straight to voicemail.
Okay. And then, you haven't called her since?
No, I haven't called her since. But until today, until I texted her and they said okay, and then I called her. And it rang.
What time did you text?
Today? I texted her at 6:16. And they responded back at 6:17 with okay.
And what'd you text her for?
I had said I hugged your mom today.
And would you be willing to text her now?
Yeah.
Can you say like, yeah, what's up? What are you doing? However that
It'd be like, wait, you want to go to the gym?
Yeah, since they only were gym partners.
It says delivered.
This is weird as it is. I don't think
Yeah, the phone has been missing for a while.
That's true.
Yeah, but see, if the person had her phone, they wouldn't know her password. So you think they would have took out her SIM card?
Password, can't they? Can't they break the password?
We can.
Y'all can.
Our system can.
But then who has her phone?
They would have to take out the SIM card and put it in a different phone, right?
You try to call.
Yeah, you want me to try and call her?
If it does answer,
What did she say?
ooh, she's calling you right now.
No, I'm calling her. Elizabeth, let's go to the gym.
It's activated. You call back one more time. And just stay silent. Just give it a little bit. Just be like, hey, what's up?
After gathering testimony from Elizabeth's friend, investigators decided to call her boyfriend in to clarify what had happened. They wanted to know exactly what he had texted Elizabeth, and why, after days of silence, the phone suddenly responded.
I texted her this. I said, because they said like text her real quick just to see if she replies. I said, Liz, I miss you. And they said, not me. I was like, and then right after I said, not me, I called her and they were all like, record, right? Let me restart it for y'all. Hello? Yeah. Who is this? Somebody answered. And then my dad called me right after and they hung up. Okay.
Elizabeth's boyfriend sent her a heart-wrenching text message. Suddenly, the screen displayed a message that sent him into a frenzy. Okay. He immediately called. Someone answered, but remained silent before hanging up. The killer was still holding the victim's phone as a trophy. Investigators quickly requested emergency location tracking from AT&T to trace the signal from Elizabeth's phone. The results immediately caught their attention. The signal was coming from the town of Schulenburg, about an hour's drive from the scene. A task force was immediately dispatched to the address. Upon arrival, they found a silver Ford Taurus parked in front of the house. Checking the license plate revealed it belonged to Rafael Govea Romero, 23 years old. When investigating Romero's background, investigators quickly discovered he had a prior conviction for burglary just a year earlier. This information immediately caught their attention. Not long before, Jacqueline Medina and Elizabeth's apartment had also been broken into and some belongings stolen, and that happened only about 3 weeks before Elizabeth was murdered. This coincidence led investigators to suspect that Romero might not be a random name. On the contrary, all signs seemed to be leading them to the person they were looking for.
Hey, so we're investigating a crime that happened, and we think you may have some information that can help us out. Would you be willing to talk to us for a little bit?
It's either English.
You just speak a little bit English?
Yeah.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody translate?
Not 100%.
They find a translator and learn that a mother, father, and their 3 kids live in the house, including Raphael.
Can we look around just to make sure so we're safe? Hello, state police. Hi.
They do a quick search of the home to make sure no one else is hiding.
Here you go. Thank you. Gracias. Hay más gente aquí?
Satisfied, they gather everyone in the living room.
Okay, can we turn this light on, sir? So we're investigating a crime that took place. We want to talk to did you ask him if he'd be willing to talk to you? He's not under arrest, but would you come down to the police department and talk to him? Yeah. Okay. The other thing we're looking for is some evidence, some property that came from somebody's house, and one of the things is a cell phone. Would he be willing to let us look around and search his room for that object? Yes, you would?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah. Yes. We're there. Order one and one.
You have that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's orange. It's old. ¿De qué es el viejito?
This one?
Es este y tengo otro ahí que es el viejito. Yeah.
Okay, so he has this one and he has an older one that he had for a long time.
Is it okay if they go in there and look for that other phone?
Está bien que vayan a tu cuarto y busquen por otro teléfono.
Yes, it's okay? Okay, thank you.
As one officer began searching Romero's room, another decided to try calling Elizabeth's phone number. Just seconds later, a familiar sound echoed through the quiet house. The telephone was ringing. But what made everyone turn around immediately was, the sound wasn't coming from Romero's room, but from his brother's.
Which one is it?
This one, right? Where'd this phone come from? The small phone.
That's your phone?
Yeah, the small phone.
How long have you had?
Almost like 2 years.
2 years? Does it work?
Yeah.
So is that the phone you use? You call people with?
No, that's my own phone.
Okay.
That's just not for games.
That one's just for games?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you open it up for me?
Yeah.
Show me it. Is it unlocked?
Yeah. I just found it.
You just found it?
Yeah.
Where'd you find it at?
My brother gave it to me.
Okay.
It was like long time ago.
What's your name?
Leo.
Leo? Okay, when did your brother give you that phone?
Today.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, have you been using it today?
No.
Like, when did he give it to you today? Tonight? Early this morning?
Maybe 4.
4 o'clock?
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
Like that.
And you turned it on and started using it?
Yeah.
Have you been texting people?
No.
No? You sure?
Yeah, it's not like a lot of texts. See?
And what are those people you talk to?
No.
No? Can I see it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Just got done with the gym.
All right.
I miss you. Good morning. I hugged your mom today. Did you send that? Okay. No. Want to go to the gym? Okay.
What time did you get that?
It said 4.
Yeah.
4?
Did your brother give it to you?
Yeah.
Which brother? Oh, him?
Yeah.
Come back here with the sister, would you please? Where did this phone come from?
You see?
Mm-hmm.
It's my brother.
Okay. It's your brother's?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
What?
Are you sure about that?
¿Este es el brother eso?
¿Es del juego?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the other.
That's what?
Like my older brother, the other one.
It's your older brother's phone?
My mother's phone.
Oh, okay. Well, he said he got it from you. And you said you got it from another brother, so who's lying here? Just tell me the truth where the phone came from.
¿De quién está mintiendo él o tú? Para hacer de eso.
Oh, pues dile que el teléfono él lo perdí aquí en la casa y yo lo encontré cuando levanté y se lo di a él, Leo.
So he's saying when he came from the house, he said that he found it and he gave it to me.
Oh, okay. So when you were cleaning up the house, you found it? Okay. That sounds good. All right, man. Well, we're going to give you a ride. You said you're still going down and talk to us at the police department? Okay. And maybe you can help us out with some questions we got for you, and we'll have somebody there that can speak Spanish. Sound good?
Given the findings, the detectives quickly formed a suspicious hypothesis. Romero may have removed the SIM card from Elizabeth's phone and inserted it into the phone he gave to his younger brother. This could explain why the phone was still receiving and sending messages even though Elizabeth had been dead for several days. Realizing that crucial details were emerging, Texas Ranger Brant Johnston decided to take Romero back to the police station for further questioning. Meanwhile, the remaining officers remained at the house, thoroughly searching Romero's room, hoping to find more evidence linking him to Elizabeth's murder. As the police began searching Rafael Goa Romero's room, what they found quickly shifted the direction of the investigation. First, Elizabeth's phone, then her wallet. But that was only the beginning. Continuing their search, the officers discovered numerous stolen items hidden throughout the room. And then they saw something even stranger. Dozens of women's underwear, hidden under pillows, in closets, and in various corners of the room. Upon closer inspection, police discovered even more items stolen from other houses hidden in the ventilation shafts. At that point, investigators began to realize they might not only be dealing with a murderer, but also a deranged thief who had been operating for a long time.
You the pants. Let's see if that phone's anywhere here. So you think they took out the SIM card and put it in a different phone?
Yeah,
they did.
That's it?
This is it here.
That one?
Is that in her picture? Is that I have a picture of her. We're holding it. Yeah, right here.
At the police station, while Texas Ranger Brant Johnston was directly questioning Rafael Romero, unexpected new information arrived from the officers searching the house. What they had just found could become a crucial piece of the case. Upon hearing the report over the radio, Johnston immediately realized that the interrogation before him had taken a completely different turn.
Hey, Raphael, Did something happen this week that you need to tell us about?
Algo pasó esta semana que necesita que decirnos.
You sure? Nothing happened that you feel like you need to tell us about?
¿Seguro? Sí. Que no hay nada que pasó.
No? You sure?
Sure.
I'm gonna ask you one time.
Sure.
You don't know that girl? Okay. That girl, that's her SIM card that you put in that phone.
Esa muchacha en el teléfono.
This discovery immediately changed the course of the interrogation completely. If Elizabeth's phone had indeed been found in Romero's room, it meant he had lied. And at this point, investigators began to believe that Romero might not only know about the case, but was directly involved in Elizabeth's death.
La SIM card que está dentro de su teléfono es de ella.
Now, I don't think you wanted anything to happen to her.
Él no cree que algo malo pasaba con ella.
And I think you feel bad about it.
Y él cree que tú te sientes mal por eso.
I can't put words in your mouth. You got to tell us what happened.
Usted necesita que decir la verdad.
If you're sorry about what happened to her.
No just quieren que digas la verdad que pasó allá.
Just tell us what happened.
Y lo que pasó.
¿Qué fue lo que pasó? La SIM card, no.
Rafael, someone saw you running from inside that house.
Alguien te vio a ti corriendo de ese apartamento.
Why were you inside?
Porque estabas dentro de ese apartamento.
Y los que estaban ahí, los que estaban quemados a lo mejor no
We said he had been injured in
Okay, what happened to that girl? Just tell me what happened.
Okay. La razón por que corrí no fue por una así fui al baño, pero
he said the reason why he ran is because he found the phone.
The police finding Elizabeth's phone changed everything. Until then, Romero had maintained he didn't know her. But when investigators confirmed Elizabeth's SIM card was in a phone linked to Romero, his lies began to unravel.
Fue por una así fui al baño, pero
he said the reason why he ran is because he found the phone on top of the car. And when he got it, he just took off running.
I don't think you're a bad guy, man. The only thing that makes it worse than actually doing it is to lie about it. To lie. Lie. When we started this off, you hadn't been to the apartment complex. Now you've been to the apartment complex. No, that's your phone. Okay, I got the phone. It's one lie after another. Somebody that's innocent doesn't lie. They tell the truth.
Romero's explanation sounded simple. He said he'd just accidentally picked up the phone from the roof of his car and then panicked and fled. But investigators immediately noticed a problem. Just minutes before, Romero had insisted he'd never been to Elizabeth's apartment building. Back at Romero's house, investigators continued their search of his room, and what they discovered stunned them all. Inside a hidden ventilation shaft, they found a large quantity of suspicious items, numerous electronic devices, personal belongings, and items clearly showing signs of being stolen. Some of them even closely resembled items that had been taken from Jacqueline Medina and Elizabeth's apartment just 3 weeks before the murders. The growing body of evidence led detectives to fear that Romero might not be involved in just one burglary, and that Elizabeth might not be his only victim. After hours of questioning, Rafael Govea Romero finally began to confess what had happened. He admitted that he had returned to the apartment that day with the sole intention of breaking in to steal. When he knocked, Elizabeth Medina opened the door for him. Romero said he complimented her on her beauty and asked for her phone number. But when Elizabeth refused, things started to change. According to Romero, he felt angry, and then things quickly spiraled out of control. Texas Ranger Brant Johnston didn't hesitate any longer. Rafael Govea Romero was immediately placed under arrest warrant on charges of murder.
He begins to talk.
He said he went over there, he knocked on the door and asked where he can buy drugs.
To this girl?
No recuerdo exactamente.
He says that he thought she was very pretty, told her and wanted to get her phone number, and she said no. And he got very angry, and he's not sure what happened after that.
Okay. Do you remember hitting her? Did y'all fight?
Si te acuerdas que estabas peleando con ella?
No. Su voz suena obviamente como mentira, tal vez, o suena loco, pero no recuerda después que me enojé.
He says, this sounds crazy. He goes, but after I got mad, I don't really remember what happened.
Why did you kill her?
¿Por qué la mataste?
No sé. Después de que me enojé, no recuerdo.
No. You need to tell me. Okay. Hey. ¿Por qué es más importante? It's very important.
Es muy importante para decir la verdad.
No recuerdo, solamente recuerdo que me enojé y hasta ahí.
All I remember is getting angry.
No sé por qué lo hice.
I don't know why I did it.
Porque yo no soy así, porque no sé por qué lo hice.
I'm not sure why I did it. I don't know why I did it. I'm not that type of person.
No sé, es que mi cabeza como vi como ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué?
He said once he left the apartment, he got in his car and he drove about 10 miles and then he just pulled over because he had to, he was like, what just happened?
What do you think should happen to you?
¿Qué crees que necesita que pasar con usted?
¿Qué creo que necesita pasar conmigo?
Sí.
No sé.
He doesn't know.
If someone killed your sister, what should happen to them?
If alguien mató tu hermana, ¿qué necesita que pasar con ellos?
Hagan lo que hicieran.
As investigators examined the notebooks found in Rafael Goa Romero's room, they began to understand his true nature. In those diary entries, Romero wrote about his bizarre obsessions breaking into people's homes to steal women's underwear, keeping it just to smell it, and even notes about stalking women in their own homes. The writing revealed a mind riddled with obsessions and distortions. And on that fateful day, Elizabeth Medina simply opened the door to a stranger. But she had no idea that the person standing at the door wasn't just a burglar, but a predator. 3 days later, on December 12th, investigators brought Romero back to the apartment where Elizabeth was murdered. They hoped that returning to the scene would help him recall exactly what had happened that morning. Standing before the apartment, Romero began to recount his story. He said that he had knocked on the apartment door that day to ask to buy drugs, and it was Elizabeth who opened the door for him.
He asked her about the drugs, and she told him to come inside.
How did she tell you to come inside?
¿Cómo te digo? No, hizo con la mano así. Nomás con la mano así. He said just waved.
With her hand? Okay. Did she walk backwards when she waved?
Caminó para atrás. Sí. Cuando hizo así. Dos o tres pasos. About 2-3 steps.
Okay. Did you ever go into this bedroom?
Entraste aquí, acá adentro. Se lo recuerda un poco. Yeah, he says that he remembers this a little bit.
What do you remember about it?
¿Qué te acuerdas? No sé, solo recuerdo como el cuarto, como si yo hubiera estado aquí antes. He kind of remembers it feels like if he'd been in here before.
Okay. And what about this bathroom?
El baño aquí.
This is where Elizabeth Medina was lying dead.
Aquí estaba Elizabeth muerta.
La recuerdo ahí, nada más acostada ya.
He said he just
Con
remembers
el agua prendida.
He remembers her being laying in a tub with the water on.
Okay. Did you turn the water on after you put her in here?
¿Aprendiste el agua cuando la poniste acá adentro?
No recuerdo eso.
He doesn't remember.
Okay. Did you stab her while she was inside the tub?
Como dices, lo picaste con la navaja cuando estaba acá adentro?
No recuerdo.
He doesn't remember.
They tried to figure out what is going on in Romero's mind, being back at the scene of his crime.
How do you feel being inside of here?
¿Cómo te sientes que estar acá adentro?
Me siento mal, siento como una presión en mi cabeza, no sé. Pero me siento mal, estoy ahorita triste.
Later, investigators took Romero back to the police station to clarify further details. This time, they focused their questioning on a series of suspicious items found in the room, from numerous pieces of women's underwear and electronic devices to items suspected of being stolen, including apartment keys.
Hey, why do you have some fantasies?
Do you have fantasias?
Do you have fantasies of smelling underwear?
Oler los calzones. Sí, sí, fantasías que los calzones. ¿Sí tienes eso?
Sí.
Yeah.
Did you like to smell underwear?
Si te gusta hacer eso.
Okay. Where did that come from?
¿De dónde vino eso?
No sé.
He doesn't.
When did you start liking the smell panties?
¿Y cuándo comenzaste a hacer eso?
In 2025, Rafael Goa Romero officially pleaded guilty to the murder of Elizabeth Medina. The court sentenced him to 2 life sentences plus 20 years in prison for murder, armed robbery, and home invasion. Legally, the case was closed, but for Elizabeth's mother, the pain never ends. She knew who had taken her daughter, but one haunting question remained. Why did her daughter open that door precisely when the predator was standing outside?